Hi guys, Michael Wisman here. Today I'm joined by Daisy Wisman. Say hi, Daisy. She's ready to listen and snuggle up. And Lenny Wisman's behind us on the couch. Filter's kind of blocking him out. Oh, you can see. There he is, the white fuzzy. So today we're going to be checking out Absolute Wonder Woman issue 3. I don't have the single issue, so we're reading from the volume 1 trade. We're on The Last Amazon part 3, and issue 2 ended with well, sorry, I hesitated because I was going to just say the literal ending, but issue 2 introduced Steve Trevor and ended with the big bad coming, the Tetracide. So it's a big old nasty looking monster. Look, there's like a pier and a Ferris wheel, and that's still dwarfed by the size of this. We have this low angled shot of Wonder Woman walking up to it. Very cool. So in the first issue, there was like Harbingers and Harbinger Prime. And then the second issue was a little bit of Harbinger Prime. And now the Tetracide. So those guys were just the Harbingers, like the heralds of the sky. So here we go. Issue 3. Here's the cover. Looking very cool, very magical. I like the complementary colors. Red and green just pop in here in her eyes. I see the owl in the background, but I'm not sure if there's like more stuff that I'm missing. Oh no, yeah, there's peacock feathers, owl, maybe some sort of snake skeleton. I'm not sure on that. Absolute Wonder Woman number 3 cover by Hayden Sherman and Jordi Belair. I got it behind me too. Great work, guys. Here's the number 3 variant cover by Chuma Hill. This is really good. I like this too. We got Wonder Woman with, I guess that is the Athena blade. It just looks skinny here. And she's got her helmet like half on and Pegasus behind her. That's really nice. I love the like aesthetic and the style. They even added like scales on her armor and then like tatters on the strips. Really nice. All right. Mateo Gonzalez. Hello. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Absolute Wonder Woman number 3. We're just starting. You drew that? No, I did not draw this. This was done by Hayden Sherman and Jordi Belair. So the story starts in Gateway City. That's where we've been this whole time. Well, so when it's like a flashback and then a current time. So in the current time, we're in Gateway City, and in the flashbacks, we're jumping to like hell. Like that's what, spoiler, but that's where Diana's from in this story. When she was a baby, she was dropped off in hell, and that's where she was raised. So we're not really clear how it goes. She's gotten from hell to here now, but we're in Gateway City in California. Appears to be, well, we just don't know what she's doing. Barbara, what she's doing. Interesting. So, like, the news is everybody is watching the news, and they're watching Wonder Woman confront the Tetracide. And because there was like a news reporter and camera guy like on the beach when all this was going on the whole time, everybody's kind of seen what we've seen. So like they know she has a sword, a whip, a flying horse, magic. It's kind of interesting because they're already commenting on it, like maybe she can't use that lasso thing on this thing, this new thing. Is she saying something? I can't make it out. Oh, there's this character, Barbara. I doubt it's Barbara Gordon, but I'm not familiar with the Wonder Woman Barbara character. She's redhead and glasses, but she knows who that is. She says, Wonder Woman. Mateo Gonzalez said, I subscribed. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for joining us. So whoever this is, she knows who Wonder Woman is, like Steve Trevor did. So that's going to be interesting to figure, or to find out how they know each other. Oh, sorry, Daisy. It's cold here today, so Daisy's all wrapped up in a blanket on my lap. Gateway City Boardwalk now. The Kraken. So she could just like straight up fly, right? Is she like rose to confront the Kraken and now she's flying back to the like, excuse me, babe, kind of the oh, headquarters base, the military headquarters base. So I think she can just straight up fly in this. What did you do? Just some magic to slow it down? Buy us some time. The tetracide is very resistant to magic. My mother would have been more effective, but alas, we have only me. Interesting. I like this too. Before this kind of sets the stage for her too, like because I know a lot of people like to do like, what if so and so fought so and so. I'm not so much into that, but I like that they already prepped her with this. The tetracide is very resistant to magic, so she still slowed it down. So if she confronts enemies that are resistant to magic, even though she's very magical based, she can still deal with that. Kind of like when people think Superman has like a weakness to magic, and it's not necessarily a weakness, he just can be hurt by it, you know? He's not invulnerable to it. It's important I tell you how the tetracide kills, so you may have any hope of fighting it after it has killed me. Oh, what? Killed you? I don't know how much more serious I can be about the situation. Please listen. Tetracide, it means quite literally the four killer. It kills in four ways. Death of fear, death of mind, death of body, death of soul. Interesting. I love how she towers over everybody. She's so tall. Amazon woman. Death of fear doesn't sound so bad, and that is where you would be wrong, soldier. That is our greatest danger, given that it has emerged in a heavily populated area. Because what the tetracide means by death of fear is that you are no longer capable of feeling fear when you see it, and you are instead drawn to it. Very soon the tetracide will begin to emanate a sound. It will be loud and sharp. It will travel for miles. And when people hear that sound, they will be drawn to it like bees to honey. I wonder if that was like the sound earlier that first incapacitated everybody. They will do anything to be with the sound. They will walk right into the tetracide's jaws, where one dies in agony, a death of mind, body, and soul. And the death of soul, I don't want to be dramatic, but the people who are crushed to death in the race to the tetracide's maw will be the lucky ones. Dang. What up, Cap Lives? We're on issue 3 of Absolute Wonder Woman. We're just a couple pages in. We're learning about the tetracide, like what his whole lore dump is. For anyone who manages to survive the sound, touching the tetracide will begin to destroy your mind, making you incapable of resisting. Death of body quickly follows as it ingests you. Ooh. And death of soul is, well, that explains itself, does it not? So please real here. I cannot help them once that sound begins, and it will begin very soon. Oh no. Get in there, Diana. Pegasus, keep your distance. Attack with hellfire if you can't see everything. So Pegasus fire that he's been breathing is hellfire. Sick. Is this when she's explaining the tetracide on like Greek pottery? Yes, sir. A la Disney Hercules. Once upon a time, there was a god named Zeus. Except this time, there was a bastard named the Tetracide. Her name was Wonder Woman. She fled the Isle of Hell. Pegasus is so loyal. Daisy, would you like if the Tetracide was attacking? Would you be next to me or would you be hiding? She don't know. Lenny would be next to me. He'd be scared. He'd Mary. Lenny would be like Merry and Pippin from Lord of the Rings. They're scared, but they're still in the mix. I remember this book better than Superman. Yeah, well, also, to be fair, Superman, a lot of the first volume, like the first 6 issues, is the same stuff happening, even though it's like happening at different times. So, like, Superman runs around the world, crashes into peacemakers, meets Lois Lane, runs away, rinse and repeat. So it's like hard to differentiate, oh, wait, what? Whereas this, so far, it's been a pretty linear story. I mean, there's obviously the jumping back, but I mean, both, timelines are progressing. Oh, Pegasus doesn't want to fall back. I know, but it lays one tentacle on you, and that's it. And I am quite sure Zeus will make certain you are not resurrected again, my friend. He's so loyal. I love him. Tetracide, I wish you no ill will. I only seek to protect these people, this city, this world. I will give you the offer I gave the Prime Harbinger. Leave now and never return, or die hard and painful by my hand. She looks so cool. She pulled out the Nemesis lasso and the Athena blade. God, she looks so dope. So be it. Yeah. Dang, I love it. Straight into action. It screams at her, and she's like, all right, it's on. Bing bong, fuck your life. She attached the Nemesis lasso to the Athena blade, throws it, sticks it into the Tetracide, and starts wrapping up his body. And remember, the Nemesis lasso can like burn, and it can also kind of like, if you're familiar with Ghost Rider from Marvel, the Nemesis lasso can do like a penance stare kind of ability. So let's see. Goddess Nike, lend me your winged speed, if not victory. May the goddess Nike and the god Jordan lend me your winged feet. By the power of Air Jordan, may I be fast enough. This art's so cool, dude. Ooh, Pegasus came in and starts blowing hellfire on him as she's still whooshing him. Interesting. I was showing my wife the other night the Tetracide, and I was trying to explain like just what it is basically. And she was asking if his guts are like the intestines, if those are like a weak point or like a feature. And I guess it's a feature because the lassos doesn't seem to be any more effective on those than like the rest of the body. And he uses one of them as like a tendril or tentacle to pull the blade out of himself. So the guts aren't necessarily like a weak point, even though they're exposed. Ooh, Diana's casting magic. What's she doing? Strike true, my friend. Oh, interesting. So when the blade got thrown down, she summoned an axe. Kind of reminds me of God of War, the newer one, but this one's like double-sided. Look at, she goes in when she sees the tentacles. I love how she's a really effective fighter because as soon as a problem arises, and like this is her first plan. Immediately springs into action, tries wrapping it up. That goes awry, and instead of panicking, she's like, okay, well, what made that go awry? The tentacles. Well, boom, here's a new tool. Let me deal with the tentacles now. She's just slicing them up like calamari. Oh, and then she gets caught. But she's smart. Oh, look at this angle right here. Oh, both of these right here. When she's slicing the tentacles. Look at that of like her arm and her back and her shoulders. That's sick. She looks so strong. Absolute Wonder Woman, The Last Amazon, Part 3 of 5. Kelly Thompson, writer. Hayden Sherman, artist. Jordi Belair, colorist. Becca Carey, letterer. Ash Padilla, assistant editor. Chris Conroy, editor. Wonder Woman, created by William Moulton Marston. How cool. Oh, jumping back to the Wild Isle of Hell. Now, Steve. So Diana and Steve are still on the isle in the past, and when she met him, he was like knocked out, and he almost got sucked back in the water. So I'm not sure yet if this is the same creature or a different one. Oh no, yeah. You respect only strength, Hydra, unless you have driven us to this madness. Relent, and we can live in peace once again. You will never have him. I am sorry for your loss. Choose peace and live by Diana's good word. Oh, that's cool. Could it really understand you? Unclear. Most creatures can, but not all. What it certainly understands is strength. But I'm sorry it pushed me to such lengths. I shouldn't have let it get that far. She wants to be like so empathetic and caring. She's like, please, like you're basically setting the boundaries here. Like if you can just be chill, like we can all be chill. You could tell she's younger here too, because she's like super strong, but she's still like a little more soft, especially like her facial features. Love is transformative, Steve, always. The surface could use a whole lot more of that. True, true, big true. You understand, of course, I mean love and not baby hydras. Oh, interesting. I don't know if this is the same axe. I just caught on. So Steve, when he's helping her fight back the Hydra, has an axe, and then that axe is here by the fire, and that looks like the same one she was just using on the Tetraside. Tell me about your home. And so Steve's home, Gateway City, is on the coast. So he's from Gateway City. That's the city we opened on, like in California. Ooh, look at her little expression here. She's figured something out, but we don't know yet. I love that. Stephen, would you mind grabbing some firewood from the pile by the door? No problem. I found it, Mother. The way to send Steve home this spell. No, Diana, no. That is not the way. It is. No, look. If you read this spell closely, you understand this is not a small sacrifice. This is. I read it. Then you didn't understand it. I understand it perfectly. Steve comes back. They just distracted him, but I like this. I appreciate you ladies letting me venture to the edge of the porch on my own. Maybe one day I'll be allowed to step off it. Perhaps someday. Look, their height difference is not as. Oh, this issue has an awesome reveal. Oh, sick. Diana? Diana, what are you doing up at this hour? Some magic. I couldn't stop thinking about it. About what, darling? About what I am to be. If I'm a great warrior and will someday be an even greater one, a savior of humanity, as you say, then I cannot fail in my first mission for humanity. Mission? To return to them one of their great heroes. One good man is all it takes to save the world. He wasn't a gift, Mother. He was a test. That's not. We don't know that, Diana. Oh. If we are right that I am a great warrior, then the dominant arm of a great warrior is a worthy sacrifice. Diana, what have you done? What was necessary? Oh, her mom hugs her right away. Oh, look at that. You gotta get the issue yourself to see the arm reveal. But look at her mom holding her. Oh. I had known for a very long time that she was exceptional. I think this is Cersei talking now. They're doing magic together. One armed. Oh. Even still, I had underestimated her. Her capacity for love, Diana. Her capacity for pain. Her capacity for sacrifice. Diana. Her capacity for honor. This child would change the world. I had foreseen it in my scrying pool, but now I was seeing it live in front of me, living and breathing. I'm sorry you didn't get to say goodbye. I will see him again. It was more powerful than I ever could have imagined. Oh, interesting. So I'm sure we'll get more details later, but they did it. So Diana sacrifices her right dominant arm, and her mom use a spell to send this guy Steve from where they are in hell back to presumably Coast City because he's on the beach. Wow. And did I say Coast City? I'm so sorry. I meant Gateway City, on the coast of Gateway City. Arr. Oh, cool. Yeah, dope reveal. So now that we know the arm is fake, the Tetraside has it, and she chants a spell and like what's it called when you not conjure something, unconjure, disconjure, dissolve? I don't know. Dissummon? Dispel? Dispel sounds right. I don't know. She gets rid of the arm and she's falling, 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 swoosh. Look at that. Flying with the missing the one arm. She still looks so cool. I'm fine. But your arm, it took your arm. I lost my arm long ago. This place is a magic arm my mother and I made. I can get it back, but it will take complicated magic. Was anything from my earlier speech about this unclear, Jacoby? You have to move your people now. Damn. How cool. We meet some cool characters this issue too. So Diana, again, without missing a beat, she's such a problem solver, and like I'm sure this comes from being raised by Cersei and hell, but it's like, yeah, so she knows she's missing an arm and that was a magical prosthetic, but it's still like, okay, she knows she's down an arm. It's gonna be hard to get that one back. But without missing a beat, she pulls from her like Mary Poppins bag, or if you're familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, her bag of holding, and she pulls out like an Adventure Time Finn the Human arm, or like a Full Metal Alchemist Edward Elric arm. And again, she's talking to these people without missing a beat. Clink, clink, clink. Now she's got her mechanical magic arm attached. Also, look how gorgeous she looks in this. Her like face and the eyes. So cool. With Steve the soldier and Diana the Amazon, the fun will never end. It's absolute Wonder Woman. This is how you got me out. You gave them a hero's arm. I believe I called it a warrior's arm. Aww. It was more than worth it. Aww. Her like mechanical arm is so cool, but so skinny. Like it's like so tubes. The sound is already beginning. I could feel it rumbling on the beach. You must move now. The next time I see you, you'll be climbing over each other so heck it move faster. She looks cool yelling at the room of like all the soldiers there, and she's pointing her little arm like, get the fuck out of here. Why are you guys still here? Don't you see how hard this is for me? This is why you were worthy of sitting first place. Wait, what? Okay, so that girl Barbara from earlier, she's running, 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 slams into Wonder Woman, like into her mechanical arm, and Wonder Woman catches her and says, I have you. Which also, by the way, that's just nice. Looks cool. Miss, you shouldn't be here. You know, it's too late. Monsters. Go inside this bar and speak with Steve Trevor. Tell him Diana asked you to get to safety. So she starts to walk away, and the girl yells, Wonder Woman! And Diana turned around. Wonder Woman? The Amazons. It's what they would call their champion, the absolute best of them. You are one, right? An Amazon? You know of the Amazons? I wrote my dissertation on the myth of the Amazons. It's my primary field of study. Myth? Barbara Minerva. Dr. Minerva. Well, maybe this is student Minerva. Barbara is in the main universe too. Yeah, okay. I see who she is now. Nice. And I am Diana. Oh, the Tetraside's screaming now. I'm in the book? I do not know what that means, but I will find out. Diana, I love you because I don't know what that means either. And again, without missing a beat. Okay, whatever the lineup is, Absolute Wonder Woman is on my team, on my roster, because she is able to adapt like this and keeps her cool. Like this girl even yells at her as she's flying away, I'm in the book. And I'm like, what does that mean? And Diana's like, what does that mean? But she's still like, don't worry, I'll put a pin in it. I'll be back to that. So cool. Lil Max, what's going on, man? Checking out Absolute Wonder Woman. It's a new series from DC on issue 3. This is like a new version of Wonder Woman, like with the retelling different stuff. So far, pretty good. It will break upon the Tetraside and die, leaving no one left to fight for these people. Okay, so this is round 2 with the Tetraside. It must be the sword to last with something solid, as my magic alone is no match for Tetraside with its hide so thick, unless... Alright, so round 2, she's back. Again, you know what's funny? Hold on, let me just confirm. Because she's back again on the shore looking at the Tetraside with the Ferris wheel, but... No, it's the same, yeah, literally the same spot where she first, like, squared up. She's back again, but now she has a mechanical arm. Instead of the sword, she has an axe, and she still has the lasso. She don't quit, man. The reporters that are still there reporting. And he's like in the middle. Of course, the evacuation would be easier said than, oh shit. And Wonder Woman runs by. Gentlemen, I'm going to need your assistance. She's got some kind of potion here. Lil Max says, sounds great. Thank you. I agree. Oh, look. Just to show you how big this dude is. Okay, so we saw it next to the Ferris wheel, right? Where am I pointing? That's the Ferris wheel. And all the way pulled back on these skyscraper buildings, it's still huge. It's like bigger than a tsunami. Crazy. This is not for recording, gentlemen. Can I ask why? Of course, it is mostly because I don't want people to be afraid. And new things are often scary. A frightened populace will serve no one now. The other reason is because magic is sacred and not everyone has earned the responsibility to wield it. That was a pretty good answer. It really was. I agree. Diana's so like responsible, like in a good way. Because Tep lives. This book really shows why Diana has to be the one who brings the Trinity together in this universe. Yeah, for real. Again, I'm not super far. I'm on issue 13 of Batman, issue 7 of Superman, and issue 3 of Wonder Woman. But even yet, then, yeah, Superman means well, but he's just lost in the sauce. Batman, Batman is he's trying, but he's struggling right now. So yeah, I could see Wonder Woman being the one to be like, "Hey guys, like we're gonna do serve a higher purpose together. Like we can together we can be more than just the sum of our parts." That sounds like something absolute Wonder Woman would say. Hello, Gateway City. My name is Diana, and I'm afraid I need your help to save your city. Simply not enough time. Look at her face, by the way, too. So good, the expression when she's like asking for their help. Man, this will be difficult to hear about herself. To save you from this fate, I'm going to briefly make all of you deaf, the entire city. Many of you do not believe me, but I assure you, you're about to become believers. Panic and the chaos that brings will now be almost as deadly as the tetracide itself. So I need you to be calm. I need you, especially those of you that are hearing this message now, to help your friends and neighbors. Kindness and compassion are all that will save us now. I came here to save your city, but today it seems it will be up to each of you to save your city instead. I know you can do it. Wonder Woman believes in you. Oh my gosh, dude, this book is good. Because she just heard Wonder Woman on the street, but she was like, wait, that's what the Amazons call their champion? Or call their, where is it? Their champion, yeah. Oh my gosh, Wonder Woman believes in you. Oh, can I get it on a sticker? And look at her too. She looks like she means that shit. Oh my gosh. So cool, dude. Thank you, gentlemen. I ask that you run that on a loop rather than broadcasting the Tetracide one is as one is instructive and hopeful, and one will only encourage chaos and fear. I am counting on you to be the former. Oh, so that potion she had, I guess that with this spell she did is what's gonna make everybody deaf. And it's like blanketing the city. Also, look at how big that is, dude. That's the whole city. Yo, that's the end of issue 3 already. That's got to be the fastest I've flown through absolute Wonder Woman issue so far. Look how good the issue 4 cover is too, by the way. Wonder Woman holding onto the Athena blade on the Tetra side, like riding its leg or hide as the Jets circle. Man, I see now. I was kind of wondering, like, all the covers were really like just straight up Gateway City like battling in the present. And then this one kind of took a beat for a second. I was like, wow, I wonder why this one's like so magical. But I wonder, or I don't wonder now, it's because it was explaining like her take on magic. And it's so good. All right, Kelly Thompson, you are crushing it. Hayden Sherman, too. Crushing it. The combo of Thompson and Sherman on these last, the second to last page of issue 3, their combo work here with the writing and the subtlety of the expressions. Oh my gosh, this page goes so hard. Thank you. Thank you, guys. This is awesome. All right, I'm really excited to cover issue 4. Here's the cover for that. I'll take a break for now, get reset, and then hopefully I might be able to cover it later today if you're watching live. So thank you guys for joining. Let me know what you guys think. I love this. This is awesome. Uh, I'm excited. Daisy, she's not excited. She passed out. Lenny, he's not excited. He passed out. You want to say bye? All right. Daisy said she's not going to say bye this time. She says she'll see you soon for issue 4. We just read issue 3. So if you love Absolute Wonder Woman, let me know. I'm loving it. All right, guys. Catch you soon.